The internet and the web are elements of the 21st century we cannot imagine living without. Children in our primary schools have grown up around the growth of technology and the internet surrounds them. This is why it's vital to provide these technology consumers and producers with accurate information and communication technology education surrounding the internet. The creation of the World Wide Web came in the early 1990s, which made the internet accessible to the majority. However, the internet had been around since about 30 years before. It was not until the development of the World Wide Web that this technology made dramatic impacts on our lifestyles. Addison defines the internet as a global network of devices connected together via phone lines and data cables, whereas the web is the content on the internet and is defined as the way in which people interact with the internet. Networking hardware makes it possible for computers to pass data to one another to create a computer network. These networks can be connected together to make the internet. In the national curriculum, it states that Key Stage 2 pupils should have the understanding of computer networks, including the internet, and how they can provide multiple services such as the World Wide Web, and the opportunities they offer for communication and collaboration. In Leescombe Meadows' edited book Teaching and Learning with ICT in the Primary School, they inform us that the C within the ellipsis ICT stands for communication. Computers are linked through telecommunication networks, allowing users around the world to communicate with ease. Children must start to understand digital communication infrastructures that are taken for granted by millions of computer users daily. An idea of a lesson that can help children understand the concept of how data is transmitted and received is set out in Bird et al.'s Lessons in Teaching Computing in Primary Schools. He looks at the knowledge Key Stage 2 pupils should know and focuses on their prior knowledge and how this can be built on with a range of resources. The main body of the lesson looks at how a group of children can work together to recreate the journey of the request and delivery of a web page. After this activity, children will have more of a clearer understanding of the main networking concepts and ideas. ICT can extend the teaching and learning opportunities in classrooms due to the content schools have available to them through the web and internet. ICT can be used in all curricular subjects. In the Computing National Curriculum for Key Stage 1, it states that children should learn to use technology purposefully to create, organise, store, manipulate and retrieve digital content, and to also recognise common uses of information technology beyond school. As teachers, we must help children to see themselves as information and creative producers with the help of ICT. There are many ways children can become producers of content. For example, blogs, websites and videos are easily made with the help of ICT. Gauntlet explains that creating something digitally using the internet will leave your metaphorical fingerprints all over the thing you are making. WordPress is a web page that allows visitors to create their own content, whether that be a website, blog or an app. This type of content can be found on the web described as the Web 2.0, which is defined by O'Reilly as a way of referring to a significant shift in the ways in which software applications were developing and the ways in which users were adopting and adapting these applications. Web 2.0 spaces are based upon content that is generated within and by the community of users rather than provided for the community by the site itself. It's essential that children are safeguarded from potential harm and inappropriate online material. As such, governing bodies and proprietors should ensure appropriate filters and appropriate monitoring systems are in place. The fast progression of user-generated content on the web, it is easy to connect with each other over the internet. This can be both a positive and a negative. Teachers and children can now access material from other schools and children from across the world. However, with more children on the internet, it also makes it easier for children to come across harmful and inappropriate content. Teaching children to be safe while using online resources is essential, and this is reflected in the national curriculum in both Key Stage 1 and 2. It states that children must use technology safely and respectfully, keeping personal information private, identify where to go for help and support when they have concerns about content or contact on the internet or other online technologies. In a school I've worked in before, posts were placed in the ICT suite to present to children how to use the internet safely. There is also a Safer Internet Day each year in which this school also celebrated and talked to the children about the rights and wrongs of the internet. Pictures and videos were used to further the children's understanding of how important it is to be safe while using the internet. Byron states that all adults involved in the care and education of children must be proactive about safety and not simply reactive to an incident after it has taken place. The knowledge in which primary school pupils should know regarding the web and the internet is set out in the national curriculum, and teachers should use this document to plan lessons regarding ICT. The internet and web provides lots of resources that can help effectively plan lessons.